From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Throwing now, Ward. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here we go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go. Ready.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play fake, here's Ward. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Trey Benson with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
70, get the look. Go.
Ward. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They'll probably cross that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying,
and he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Trey Benson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Red. Cougar 19.
Throwing is Ward. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession when they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Come on. Hey.
Off the play fake, Ward. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On the jump. Ready. 60 Bison.
Here's Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
70 Timberwolves.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he's got this down to the 35. 139 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He's got this to Pickens. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Benson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? One more time with Benson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Flag. 19, Charger, 19.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw is Ward. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And a Buccaneer first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready? 70 Lions.
Now Ward. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
35. Buccaneers, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go now.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 1918.
To throw, here's Ward.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
From the gun, Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Off play action, Ward. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
Go.
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On first down, it's Benson. Now he's into the clear again. He's to the 10.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Trey Benson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Makes the score.
Extra point safely through. And it is 42-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Third and 5.
Go! Cougar 19. Ready.
They go play action with Ward.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Crack all 80.
Going for it. Here's Ward.
He's going to let it go again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
George Pickens.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals extend their lead yet again.
Extra point up and through. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. A second back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Slot man moves right.
Go.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Say, hey.
Motion.
Cup 19. Let go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and a couple.
Ready.
Back to throw. O'Donnell. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard
Ready.
line.
19 Lions. Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 9. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. O'Donnell. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
George Pickens.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Second 19. Let's go.
To throw is Ward. A final shot before break. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Another run here with Benson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
246 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Bengals, first down.
79 Broncos.
First and 10
Come on,
at the
come on.
46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
38-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Bengals just continue to roll. The point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
19-18.
Ward now, throwing to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Cup 19, Cup
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On first down, right back to Benson. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Trey Benson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Throwing now, Ward. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Garcia.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Channing Tindall.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10. At the
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Off the play fake. O'Donnell. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Washington. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off play action. O'Donnell. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First target, first catch, and a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Got man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bengals. George Pickens, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all, but the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here is third and quite a ways.
Get it. 60 Vices, 60 Vices.
Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Big ace.
The backup Murray, his first throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he's out right at the 25.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Ward.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 Eagles.
Here's Ward. That'll be complete to Sampson.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Ward. And now here's another interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Ward now working out of the gun.
He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, Ward. He's got his receiver. That's a Ibuka.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing again here, Ward.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Franco 80.
The slot man in motion right.
To throw, here's Ward. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Now Ward. Over the middle, complete. It's Garcia. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On the set.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
From the gun, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Ready? go.
Swift is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Murray now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was...
And my goodness, another interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after try forthcoming. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Second and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Back to throw. Moore. And the pressure gets to him again. Elijah Cansey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to work. To the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TV.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT in return for 6.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.